Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 15 of the Abandoned Kids Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And a link to the official rules are in the description down below, and I have tweaked them a little bit, and those details are also down in the description below. But the main goal of the challenge is for a teen to raise her siblings until the youngest is 18. Hisself in this case, because our youngest is a boy. And of course they can all age. You're supposed to age them up when their birthdays are, depending on what lifespan you've chosen. I have chosen long, but I don't want to play for the full length of long, so I will age them up as they meet certain goals, which I've also detailed down below, but it will be a minimum of what a normal lifespan is. It just might be slightly longer than normal. That's more what it is. I just want to give myself a little bit more time than normal did so that I could meet the goals I have set for all of the kids. And it is Thursday evening, so it's pretty close to where we left off last time. And I guess the other thing is that they started with nothing, so now they have 16,000 in the house and a small house. I have a floor plan that I'm working towards that I would like to, but I don't think we're going to have enough money. And right now the kids are all sharing a one bedroom, which is probably going to stay for a little while, because I took a look at the floor plan I have, and the main house is bigger than what we have here. So it's going to cost some money to extend it. But I think the bedroom possibly is bigger in that house than what we have right now, or I'm hoping at least it is. And it will give us 1.5 baths, which will help when we have our littlest one. Yes, she didn't eat. Wish those those blocks seem to interfere a little bit with eating. A little bit, I have to say. Sometimes they stop eating and go play with the blocks. It's kind of funny. So I'm also on a goal, like one of the goals for the toddlers is that they need to have maxed all of their toddler skills, because that will give them the top-notch toddler trait. So the two youngest will have that because they started as babies. And Brian, that wasn't a thing when Brian he started as a child, so he's not going to have that trait. And of course, either is Amelia. So Brian right now, they both took vacation days, Brian and Amelia, tomorrow. Brian's going to work on his aspirations, and right now he's practicing his typing for 4 hours to see how we can get there. But the main reason I had done that was because he doesn't really need to have but we're going to have him take no, actually I'm not. I'm going to have him go and stargaze. You can stop that. You can always do that later. I see Amelia's just gone to bed on her own. She's probably looking forward to having a day off. And you are hungry, so you shouldn't be sleeping either. Come eat this sandwich, and then you can go back to sleep. So I'm keeping them in all the same room right now, mainly because I think I've commented before that I think I've noticed that the toddlers seem less likely to have a nightmare when they're in with someone older. I've only ever noticed it with teen siblings, because that's all I've ever had toddlers sleeping with in the same room as. But that is something that I had kind of noticed, so that's why I'm sort of going with that. So, but once Amelia is able to age up, I need to have room for another. I prefer a double bed, because then you don't get the monsters at all. So my hope would be to get another double bed, but then I need room for 2 double beds and also a toddler bed, because Eric won't age up for a minimum of 2 days after Sylvia, because he is 2 days younger. So now you can go to bed, my sweetie pie. Yep, you've eaten a bit, and that's all I needed. I might have the nanny come tomorrow anyways, just so that Sylvia, I keep calling Amelia Sylvia, so Amelia can concentrate on trying to make some money, because you know what, you're not that tired. Did you finish that painting that I told you to do? You did. And I didn't end up switching you over to your new aspiration. Oh well, it is what it is. Not your other aspiration, because she was working on her creativity one, but I think she needs to go to the museum at some point. Oh no, we have done that. I didn't remember. So we're going to sell that to Collector, because unfortunately with last week's patch, they did not fix the street gallery. People still do not buy anything from it, so we are not selling there. I just like that because it's definitely an easy way to make lots and lots and lots of money. So we are going to do a landscape painting because I can't remember what level she is in painting. She's 8, so she could have done an abstract painting. I do find they make the most money when they act. What are you doing being playful? Oh, because I have the child's play lot trait, so that's not going to help. I think I'm going to have to turn that off right now because it makes them playful and it's overpowering the one I need him to be. Okay, so you're not going to go make a mess. We don't need you. So we're going to talk, hug, talk. You're going to do something productive. No messes. Because you are really close on the... I don't even know that you'll need all of those that I've done for you. I think you can just then go do some study shapes. Hopefully that will do it. So you're sleeping, and I think it's too soon. I bred the frogs right before I started, but I think it's probably too soon to breed them. I probably need another sim hour before they're ready to breed because it was 20 after 7 when I bred them. I just happened to notice. I don't normally notice the exact time, but I did happen to notice in this case. Oh, she actually wants to play with the Wabbit tablet. So we will let her play sim shape, even though I don't find that quite as quick. And then I will watch her a little bit and let her go to sleep. And I'm going to have Amelia clean that. Oh, I guess it took a little less than 4 sim hours because it's not quite 4 sim hours later and they're still ready to be bred. Maybe it's only 3 sim hours because I don't think I actually checked. So I think that the house plan I have is maybe possibly too big to fully do, that they don't have the money for it, because bearing in mind I need to buy her a stove too so that I can age up Sylvia, because the only other option is to go, like, say to San Myshuno Meadows. There's a stove there that you can use on the park lot, but it kind of feels a bit cheaty, so I think I'd rather have her need to get a stove herself. So let me see, how are you doing there? Just almost there. Okay, you can go to sleep now. Why don't you go to sleep? And your sister's gonna follow you very soon. It's 11:30. Maybe she'll just do that push in the morning because she got that whim. So she'll finish that and we will be back in the morning. Unless, of course, something happens overnight. Well, it's the middle of the night and it turns out that I had my first nightmare when a toddler was sleeping in with someone older. Maybe they have fewer ones, or maybe it was just a, lucky coincidence that I hadn't had so many nightmares or any nightmares until this one that I can recall. So I had Sylvia was going to wake up Amelia, and I stopped her from doing that and had her come out here to keep working on her mental skill, since that's the one, or thinking skill. Thinking is what they call it. I keep getting the names mixed up between the child skills and the toddler skills. So I started her with this, but didn't notice much movement with the Wabbit tablet, so I switched her over to the blocks, even though that sometimes makes them sad too, because of course she's not going to go back to sleep when she's had her nightmare. Maybe I've also been getting the little night lights as well as having them in the same room, but I have had them have nightmares even with the night lights, so I don't know that that's the only thing, but maybe it does cut down a lot and that's what it is. But I've also had luck that if you read them to sleep, sometimes they don't have nightmares, and maybe I've been doing that a little bit. I've been relying on that. Okay, so she's she still had her nightmare. Okay, you're gonna go play some sim shape, since you don't wanna, you're all blocked out again, tired of blocks. So we're just so close. I'm just waiting, like I said, for this little thing to go by, and I just bred the frogs, so they're not going to be... I'm only just watching, because if she maxed her skill, we would actually see it, as opposed to not seeing it. But she is ready to go back to sleep, so I will be back in the morning, or unless something else happens between now and then. Well, it's a couple hours later, and they both Amelia and Brian woke up, so I'm having her get some leftovers. Looks like she was going to do that on her own. And what are you doing? You're dancing. You're actually a little bit hungry too, but why don't you go to the bathroom and get some leftovers? And I am going to remove this lot trait because I don't want him to be have that right now. I will put it back in place after. because of the fact that I don't want him to. I need him to be inspired to get this draw pictures while inspired, and that trait keeps overpowering it, so that's not so good. So let me pull this into his inventory, and I'm going to check to see what he's done. I also can get him to finish the... Yeah, see, one of the things I'm going to have her make is fruitcake, because I think what I've heard to get rid of this, it's an old glitch, she had it from before, is to have them eat a full serving of fruitcake and then they stop looking like they don't like the food. So that's what we'll be doing. How are you in terms of your fun? Not so good. So why don't you watch the cooking channel? And that's something I've noticed, that if you have fitness stuff pack, that they are ghost watching power sculpting videos, mostly that one, but just either of the ones, and they're not actually watching. It just comes up as if they are. The TV's not on, nothing, it's just a little weird thing. Oh, we have a hungry, oh my goodness, look how hungry he is. Wasn't paying attention. Eat your basil. That'll help you with your hunger really quickly. If you don't have a meltdown, just eat your basil. Yeah, I know he's hungry. I saw it. I saw he was angry. So eat your basil, please. Wait, how are you eating a BLT sandwich? Where's the BLT sandwich you're going to eat? Okay, that makes more sense. And you would have just eaten it in the first place. It wouldn't have been such a big deal. There. And then we're going to eat again. And then you're going to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that. I had a cat banging at the door asking for food and maybe a little bit of attention. But I'm back. He's been fed. He's got some attention. And we now have a happy little boy, Eric, because he had enough to tide him over until he went to the potty. He's getting hungry again. So you're going to come grab yourself a serving. Maybe I'll move it here. It might be easier for him to reach there. And I was going to put that. Go grab the serving. No point in having a meltdown, because that's just going to make you take longer. Now, will this help if I have her put that away? Put away. And then you can come and watch, change the channel to between TV, and hopefully that will help with Eric can watch it. Are you changing it? No, you still haven't changed it. Watch. Now, is that going to help him with his imagination? I'm not really sure. I thought I asked you to put that food away. You don't need to watch TV anymore. And as I said, we're going to call the nanny. I mentioned that we were going to do that. Hire a service. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last part or in this part. Since I got partially interrupted by the cat. There, we're going to call a nanny. And how are you doing? Did you eat your food? Yes, you did. You need a bath. But maybe the nanny can give you the bath. And Brian, why don't you take a thoughtful shower and come and draw a picture again. And I want my money more than anything else. Oh, you need to go to the bathroom, my dear, so you can't really. So why don't you come and talk to your brother? Talk about day. And he can... doesn't really want to talk to you, but oh well. Talk about party. And there's the nanny. The nanny's gonna have to wait in terms of bathing little Eric, because we can ask why, because that will help him with his thinking. And how are you doing, Sylvia? You were pretty tired. You were up in the night, but you're getting a bit hungry and it's late. So why don't you come, go potty, and you can come and clean that, because that should help you hopefully, again, I guess, as I'm saying, with your responsibility, because it's not as high as I would like. So under a normal lifespan, children and teens are that for 13 days. Toddlers are 7 days. So that's my minimum before I can age them up. But then I can age them up anytime after when they reach their goals. That's sort of how I'm doing it. So she's going out to clean. And then she could jog to clear mind, but I think we need to actually work on... Oh, right, she has to go to the bathroom. No one's in there, so actually forget that. Sorry for the... And then you can come and repair that. And then you can become inspired. And let's put that faux BLT away. We'll do that for her. Okay, and then once that's done... Oh, you're working on your... Good, you're working on your communication. So we'll do some hugging and talking and hugging and talking. And that was the gardener, which I noticed the plant. Oh no, that was the maid. I thought it was the gardener. I think her repairing the things will also help her with her responsibility. So that's a good thing. And so we have another painting here worth $8.45. I think that's another one. So we're going to sell that to collector. And let me check. The frogs are hopefully ready to breed. They are. So what I was saying is that the basic original house structure of the house I'm planning on building, never mind the 2 extra rooms that are sort of separate through a covered area, it's bigger than their current house. So I'm going to probably do that first and obviously see how much money we have left. No, you're not making a mess. You can ask for a bath because you need a bath. Go ask for a bath because that's useful. You need to go potty. Okay, you woke up. You're hungry too. So you can also eat a mushroom. Yeah, I could tell that was the hungry. Probably, you know what? You should eat first and then go potty. Eat a little bit to get that in the yellow. And then one more, and then you can go potty. And then we'll get you some real food, and then you can hopefully get that push to get that last. And then we're going to have you scavenge for parts. We're going to cloud gaze. I don't know that we're going to see Sylvia max her skill today. Maybe we'll try, because there's still a little bit of time left, but just that she has to look after her needs first before she can do anything. So we're going to open the fridge and grab these so she can have that and not go make a mess like she wants to. And once she's done that, I will have her, let's see how close she is. She's so close on that. But it takes time to, look after her needs first. And he's doing his homework. But probably instead of doing his homework, he should... Oh, I bet you he's going to make a mess again. I'm going to pause it because I want to stop him. I don't want that to happen. He should go... If I click properly, draw again. And, yep, those messes, I like doing them. Why don't you work on your communication? And do some what's thatting. And then you can come play with a toy to work on your imagination. Or maybe instead of playing with the toy, you can look at a book. Read a book. There you go. So you're gonna go draw. We have. Oh no, he was focused, and since. Let's see if we can get one more painting in by her. She's at 5 of the ones she needs. And what are you doing? Oh, you're going to go sit over there and eat. You could watch. That's what you should do. More choices. Oh, he reached his level. Friendly. I don't know if you can talk to him while he's doing that. And friendly. So Brian reached level 5 of creativity, and I saw that Eric just maxed his... his communication. So he's gotten there. He maxed his communication, so now he has 2 more level, like one level of imagination and 1 of thinking. And yes, we have maxed Sylvia's thing. So in the next part, we are going to celebrate Sylvia's birthday. She is going to become a toddler. She's going to become a child. So we have our first child, and then hopefully on 2 days later, Eric will be ready, and we'll have all of our kids will be children, and then soon it'll be ready for Brian to age up to a teen. But we are going to leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.